I'm going to give you 5 tips on how to win your first street fight and exactly what you should expect when you are having your first street fight. Now, I don't recommend street fighting at all. I think it's silly, and I think the bigger man will always walk away. So if you're going to have a street fight, try and avoid it at all costs. But I do understand that there is some crazy people about, and there is situations when you can't ever avoid having a fight. Hopefully it never happens, but you need to know what to expect just in case it does happen. I've had lots of street fights in my time. I'm from Sunderland in the northeast of England. I now live in Los Angeles, California. And when I was back home, it was something that kind of happened quite a lot when I was younger, in with the wrong crowds or being in the wrong areas at the wrong times or whatever. So yeah, I really recommend you try and avoid it, but it might happen. And if it does, after watching this video, you're going to know exactly what to expect. So guys, I'm going to give you 5 tips on this video about street fighting, and tip number 1 is the most important. Without tip number 1, the other 4 doesn't matter. So make sure you watch the video till the end to get tip number 1. And if you're new to this channel, my name is Tony Jeffries. I'm an Olympic medalist boxer, former undefeated professional, 7 times national champion, European gold medalist. And on this channel, I give you everything boxing education. So if you want to learn how to throw correct punches, get power in your punches, get speed in your punches, this is the channel for you. You make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification so you get notified every time I upload a video. So you are going to have a fight, and it might be someone in a car with road rage, it might be someone picking on your friend, or someone, you might have bumped into someone accidentally. Whatever the reason is that you're fighting, you're going to have a fight. And one thing I want you to understand is you're going to be scared. Yes, you're going to be scared. You're going to be nervous. It's a very scary thing. You know, you've got someone who's going to try and beat you up. You know, that is a scary thing. Someone's going to try and hurt you. So expect it. Expect to be nervous, and they will probably be the same as well on the other end. They'll be nervous. They'll be a bit scared, and they might not be showing it. You might think, oh, they're very confident, and you know, they'll not. They'll probably be scared. So tip number 5, act confident. If you're standing there and the fight's going to happen and you're looking nervous and you're down and you're scared, that's going to give your other guy lots of confidence. And he's going to be like, oh, this guy is very scared, I'm going to beat him up. If you're like this. But instead, if you're confident, you want to have your chest up, you want to have your body language showing that you're confident, have your head up, not your chin in the air. But you want him to see that you're not afraid of getting in this fight with him, even though you are. You want to act it like you're not. Now, this might lead on to the fight not happening, which will be great, and that'll be a result for you. Because if you feel that you're confident and you know what you're doing, that will get into his head and you're like, oh, do I really want to fight this guy? You know? So yeah, the tip number 1 is act confident. And you want to be breathing as well with that, you know? Because you are getting nervous and you are getting scared. It's easy to hold your breath and tense up, and you might be shaking. You know, you want to try and breathe and try and stay relaxed as much as you can, even though it's easier than said than done, because you will, like I said, get nervous. And as well, and street fights are generally over pretty fast. So, you know, try and stay relaxed. Now, tip number 4 is get the first punch off. Throw the first punch. Now, I know that if you got arrested and it's like, well, who threw the first punch? And you threw the first punch, you might be the one who probably get in trouble for throwing the first punch, so you're not supposed to by law. But if you're about to have a fight and someone's about to knock your head off and try and get you, you've tried to avoid the fight and it's going to happen, throw that first punch. Get that first punch off. That's going to shock the person who's trying to fight with you. Boom, for the first punch, shock them. You've got the first hit on. It might disorientate them, and then you can go from there. So yeah, if you can get that first punch off, get the first punch off. Even though, like I said, caution and beware that if you've punched that person first before they lay a finger on you, I think that you're in the wrong by law. But you know, if someone's attacking you, if someone's attacking me, someone's attacking my family, I'm going to hit them. I'm going to hit them first. I'm not bothered about the consequences. If I'm trying to protect myself, someone's coming at us, boom, I'm getting that first punch off, and I'm not bothered about anything else, because if he gets the first punch off, all it can take is one punch for some serious damage to get done. So I'm not going to give him that chance of throwing the first punch. Now, this one, tip number 4, is on you, but this is what I would do. I would get that first punch off. Tip number 3 is be aware of your surroundings. Has the guy or girl, whoever it is, have they got a lot of friends around them as well, that as soon as the fight might go to the ground, you're going to get a kick in the head? Because where I'm from, that happened often. As soon as on the floor, the guy's friends come in, boom, kick them, or done whatever, or you might be fighting this guy, you might get another punch coming from this side. So you need to be aware of your surroundings. And if you're a guy and you're by yourself, you've got 3 or 4 of them, then you definitely want to walk away, or maybe even run away. It's not worth your health. It's not worth the damage that it might be done. Definitely want to avoid fighting more than one person at once, because that's where you could get seriously hurt, and I don't want anyone to fight, never mind get seriously hurt. So be aware of the surroundings, and and if you are fighting and you feel uncomfortable when you're standing up and you're fighting standing up, try and stay on your feet. If you feel better on the ground, get your person to your ground. So be aware of that. And if he has got friends, the chances are he might want to take you down and wrestle you down to the ground. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to be down. You don't want to be on the ground, because that's when a kick to the head might come in. And again, I would try and just avoid this at all costs. Tip number 2 is huge, and it's why I've had so much success in street fights. I can't believe I've just said that in one sentence, because it's something I'm not proud of. Success in street fights is not success. I don't think street fighting is successful at all, but I mean why I've won when I've had them. And this tip number 2 is because I learned boxing. You should learn boxing. You should learn how to throw your fists. And that right there is going to give you the advantage over 99% of people. We've seen street fights on YouTube where people will be like this, and they'll be swinging big haymakers and trying to just not knowing what they're doing. All it takes, if you learn boxing, is a correct punch like this, boom, and that's it. The fight's over. If you land a straight shot like that, the fight is over. But what I've just shown you there, that took a long time, believe it or not, to learn that. You can't just full punch and expect to be a Mike Tyson and knocking people out. You've got to learn boxing, learn the art of boxing, and learn the basics of boxing. And on this YouTube channel, I give you everything you need to know on learning boxing. I've done an ultimate guide to boxing. Click the link below, check it out, and it'll tell you everything you need to know about boxing. It's a great video, so check that one out right there. Now, tip number 1, the most important one of them all. Do whatever it takes to win. It doesn't have to be this. It doesn't have to be a fair fight. There's no such thing as fair fights in street fighting. Now, if you've tried to walk away, you've done everything you can in your power to avoid this fight, and it's still going ahead because this guy or girl is an idiot and they want to just fight, and do what it takes to win. And what I mean by that is bite them, headbutt them, stick your finger up the butt, grab the balls, do whatever you need to do to win this fight, because they would do it to you, they would do it to you. Now, I don't mean if someone's on the ground, just keep smashing them in the head. No, none of that. I don't want anyone to ever get hurt, It's a street fight, someone is going to get hurt. It's like, you don't go swimming and not get wet. You're going to get in a street fight, someone's going to get hurt. Know when to stop. You don't want to seriously do damage to someone when you're fighting. But what I mean by do what it takes to win, do what it takes to win, to get them to surrender or whatever, and then get out there, And like I said, if it does mean you've got to bite them, you've got to headbutt them, you've got to be dirty, because if not, they will do it to you. And I feel uncomfortable saying this and advising this on a video, but I'm doing this for the good guy. I'm on the good guys, in the good guys corner. I'm not in the bad guys corner. So if you're a bad guy and you're a bully, you're an arsehole, and I don't like bullies. I got bullied when I was at school. When I was 10 years old, I got bullied. I got called names all the time, and I got forced to go to school and beat up the bullies, and I did that. So I'm not a fan of bullies at all. So if you're a bully, turn this off and don't subscribe to the channel. But if you're not a bully and you want to get better at boxing, fighting, all that stuff, make sure you subscribe to this video for more videos like this, and thank you for watching.